Welcome back to another Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the mechanics, the science, and the strict legal frameworks behind Connecticut's automated traffic safety programs. Every day, thousands of us travel the exact same roads. So we're going to unpack exactly how new technologies are being deployed, specifically looking at the town of Fairfield's new school zone speed safety program to protect our communities using hard data rather than just random enforcement. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. The Traffic Safety Challenge. 2. The Science of Enforcement. 3. Connecticut's Legal Framework. 4. Data-Driven Placement. And 5. Review and Appeals. Let's get right into it. Starting with Section 1, the Traffic Safety Challenge, and really understanding the risks on our roads. There's a very good reason why police prioritize traffic enforcement, even when departments are stretched thin with staffing shortages. The simple truth is, most of us follow the rules, but it literally only takes a few seconds of speeding or one single red light violation to change a life forever. Officers simply can't be at every intersection all the time, especially when they need to respond to unpredictable 911 emergencies. And speeding is just incredibly dangerous. In fact, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, speeding was a factor in 26% of all traffic fatalities back in 2019. That is a massive chunk of roadway tragedies tied directly to just one single, changeable driver behavior. The physics here are honestly pretty wild. Even a tiny increase in speed exponentially multiplies the danger for everyone around you. Just a 1% increase in speed, that leads to a 4% higher crash risk and an 8% higher risk of a fatal crash. And if you're driving just 10 miles per hour over the limit, you are completely doubling your crash risk. Speeding isn't just a harmless habit. The math literally guarantees a much higher probability of severe injury. Moving on to Section 2, the Science of Enforcement, and moving towards Vision Zero. This is the exact framework behind the town of Fairfield's efforts, using technology focused on changing behavior to eventually eliminate traffic fatalities altogether. Okay, so the absolutely crucial point here is that this is not a gotcha system. Automated Traffic Enforcement Safety Devices, or ATESD, are event-based camera systems. They act as a genuine force multiplier. By just being there and providing a consistent enforcement presence, they naturally suppress speeding. And that frees up our human officers to focus on more complex investigations and active emergencies. And the science proves that simply knowing automated enforcement is around makes roads vastly safer. Studies from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety show these camera systems can slash total crashes by up to 49%. Even more incredibly, they reduce fatal and serious injury crashes by up to 44%. That's a real game changer. When we look at the data from major U.S. cities, the proof is undeniable that these systems actively alter human habits. A comprehensive four-city study looking at Portland, Seattle, San Francisco, and Chicago found a 30% drop in crashes resulting in injury or death. Plus, average speeds dropped by 7 to 10 miles per hour. This is proven behavior modification in action. All right, Section 3, Connecticut's Legal Framework. Let's talk about safeguards and transparency. I love how clear this is. No community can just turn on a camera without a ton of public oversight. Step 1. A local ordinance has to be adopted. Step 2, they develop a highly specific traffic safety plan outlining locations. Step 3, mandates public hearings for direct resident input. And finally, Step 4, getting full state approval before any enforcement even begins. Now, this is a big one. By law, the vendors providing this automated technology cannot be compensated based on the number of citations issued or fines collected. Zero commission. This completely eliminates any profit-driven incentives, making sure the entire program remains 100% focused on reducing speeds and saving lives. Let's clear up a common misconception, too. People often confuse these speed cameras with automated license plate readers, or ALPRs. ALPR systems scan continuously and build investigatory databases. Speed cameras are totally different. They are strictly event-based. If you don't commit a violation, the system doesn't activate. Absolutely no images captured, and zero data is stored. Section 4. Data-driven placement, or putting these cameras exactly where safety matters most. Because these placements are based strictly on engineering analysis and crash reports, cameras only go where vulnerable pedestrians and drivers actually need the most protection. For example, Fairfield's program is focusing entirely on school zones. They're placing cameras at 6 specific locations: Dwight Elementary on Reading Road, Notre Dame Prep on Jefferson Street, Burr Elementary on Burr Street, Riverfield Elementary on Mill Plain Road, Ludlow High School on Umpqua Road, and Ward High School at Melville Avenue and Knapp's Highway. Finally, Section 5. Review and appeals, ensuring fairness and accuracy across the board. Notice how the system requires multiple layers of human verification before a citation ever hits your mailbox? After the initial event capture and a quality assurance review, there is a mandatory law enforcement review. In places like Fairfield, a sworn police officer actually has to manually review and approve the violation before it ever reaches final citation approval. So, what exactly are they looking at? Officers use a secure interface to review all the precise evidence. They check images of the violation, your exact vehicle speed, the posted speed limit, and the specific date and time. If anything is blurry or unclear, the event is immediately rejected, no ticket issued. This human-in-the-loop verification is an absolute requirement under Connecticut law. Now, if a citation is issued, vehicle owners can securely log into an online portal to view the images and event details for themselves. And per Connecticut statutes, the fine structure is super straightforward. It's $50 for a first offense and $75 for any subsequent offenses, plus a $15 processing fee. Right from that portal, you can make an informed choice to either pay it or request a hearing. And if you do choose to contest it, there's a structured municipal appeals process that guarantees complete due process. An independent municipal hearing officer will review the case with you, and a final decision is issued. It's a highly accessible, fair path that empowers the community. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to change driver behavior, not just write tickets. To ensure fairness, these programs always include a grace period. In Fairfield, a warning period will run from May 1st through May 31st, 2026. Only warnings will be mailed out during that month. Then, live actionable citations will officially kick off on June 1st, 2026. This gives everyone in town ample time to adjust their driving habits. Automated safety devices offer a proven, highly regulated way to ensure everybody makes it home safely. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this. How will predictable, safer driving behaviors transform your community? Thanks so much for joining me to explore the data and the science behind modern traffic safety. Stay safe out there.